Good morning, everyone. It's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to Frostpunk 2. What does this person want? Where's my cursor? There we are. Sadie Goggins, 27, Potter, scrubbing the word heathen off her door. Claiming I received men at night or that I ate Mrs. Crenshaw's cat is no longer enough. Now they mark my door. Even Ginny, the shopkeeper, is avoiding me now. I've had enough. I give up. I'll go through all their damned baptism. I'll go through with their damned baptism. It's just a bit of oil after all, a smudge really. A trade. One mark for another. One will buy me peace and quiet. One that will make me one of them. The faith keepers continue their mass baptisms. Okay. Wish they weren't so pushy, but... Gotcha. Alright, so we're going to see if we can jump into this whiteout today. It's on the map, it's looming. It's on the calendar, it's looming. We are looking pretty good so far. We are now converting oil to... coal to oil, not oil to coal. And that's going to help a lot. We are breaking even on oil here, but in the old dreadnought I think we're doing pretty well. And I also have some coal deposits that I can start moving into, or at least one. Stop that. That I can start moving into places for more. And I want to get this one moving too. Oh, here we just take the coal. It's not like an outpost. Gotcha. Then I'll hold off on that because I believe that our coal stockpile is pretty much full. The old dreadnought is doing just fine on heat, they're doing just fine on oil, they're stockpiling a little bit more. Oh no, we just got more residents. I've been working hard to make sure we have enough housing. That was a big part of the problem last time. And it's not working. I had enough housing and now I don't. So today I need to think about that. We did get subsidized housing blocks and I can put them in a couple of places. That'll help, that adds 20. But I don't want to add subsidized housing to like an extraction district or an industrial district if I can avoid it, because I need to put other buildings into those districts. Trust is dropping a little bit, but still good. Oh, crime. That's something I meant to work on this time too. Was I passing laws? I'm researching watchtowers. That's what I'm doing. Got it. That'll help. Tension is a lot lower than it has been. And it'll help once we get the watchtowers in to decrease tension as well, not just crime. We have no cores. I need to think about food a little bit. How's food doing at the old dreadnought? Fine. It's fine. Their stockpile's full. Do they need anything here? Do they have anything here? Yes, they have... Is this prefabs? Yes, it is. I can't afford an extraction district. I need materials, which I do not have. Well, no, I have that. I just don't have workforce here. Okay, I understand. Intruders. I'm going to say that again. Intruders at the old dreadnought. Steward, a group of strangers has arrived at the old dreadnought. They call themselves the Wanderers. They seem to be a nomadic tribe for whom this wreck was a pilgrimage site. When they learned their tombs were destroyed, they were furious, clenched jaws the only sign of outrage. As we've taken their camp, they ask that we at least provide a stockpile of oil that will enable them to survive the whiteout. Okay, I already read that part. They seem desperate enough to be a threat. In the face of the whiteout, they may choose to raid the old dreadnought for oil. Promise to deliver the oil. You'll need to stockpile 30,000 oil within 39 weeks in the old dreadnought, or turn them down and secure the site. Our own people depend on this fuel supply. You'll need 12 guard squads to protect the colony. I don't have enough guard squads, so I'm going to promise to deliver them the oil. We do have plenty of oil stockpiled here, and we can generate more, especially as we start moving in coal. So I should be able to reduce the amount of oil that I am sending to New London and stockpile a little more oil here. But I'm going to double check.
Be vigilant. Report all crimes to your nearest guard.
Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, now I should be able to build watchtowers. Okay, let's see how that goes. Can I build another one? I can build precisely one more. Talk of a protest, the Evolvers. Steward, relations with the Evolvers have become unbearably tense. They see your current efforts as utter folly and spit on the ground whenever you enter the council. If there wasn't a whiteout at our door, we would be out there with our fists held high, dragging the city to a halt until you finally start to see reason, they warn. We can ignore them for now, but we may consider placating them before the weather worsens. Evolvers warn that they will take action after the whiteout if you cannot keep their relations at least neutral. Repeal accept all outsiders. We should try to please all the city's communities. You'll have 40 weeks to fulfill your promise. Research waste repurposing facility. Let them have their way. You'll have 40 blah 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 blah. You will have 40 weeks to fulfill your promise. Research waste repurposing facility or ignore them. Some people will never be happy no matter what we do. Relations marginally worsen with Evolvers. I'll research this. Let's do that now. Heat recycling, heat overclocking. I don't think that was the right one, and I shouldn't have pressed escape. There we go, waste management. Waste repurposing facility. Facility that gathers and sorts through rubbish to retrieve usable materials. I don't have enough heat stamps. I don't have enough heat stamps. Squalor down. Looks like squalor down a lot. Extremely decreases. Wow, yeah, okay. We're nearly there on heat stamps. There we go. I'm thinking about goods factories. I think that'll help a lot. I'll need more heat stamps, but we can get some goods going. Oh, I think we already have some goods going. Coal liquefactors here. And this is making prefabs. I might switch to goods for a while. Hopefully that'll help. We have a whole bunch of guard squads now. Trust is holding in there.
Report any suspicious behavior to your local guard patrol. They are here to help.
Oil's holding steady. I need more housing. Oof. Can I expand any of the existing housing districts? Yes, I can. But can I? Do I need to frostbreak some? Okay. Are there any that I can already expand? No, it seems like the majority have been expanded. So I'll expand one out. We need to do something about food also. This one, which is the only one I seem to be able to expand. And we'll see if that covers this last 17 unfulfilled housing. Squalor is up. Crime is way down. That's good. Tension way down. The cold is stable. Everything else looks good. Cool, so now can I add another the right button, I'll be able to add a dense housing district once we have enough prefabs and heat stamps and all of the other things that we need to grow our civilization. Okay, we will get through this one. And that's good. Oil's holding steady here. We have 12,380 oil stockpiled at the old Dreadnought, not even halfway there, and we're getting a little low on time. Oh no, I hate this. Can I further reduce the amount of oil that I am sending to New London from the old Dreadnought? Not this much. Not quite as much as I am. Well, maybe. I'm gonna try it. I'm going to move the needle maybe the other way and see what happens, or just put it back to neutral and see what happens. I'm hurting for materials. And I could use some help on food.
If you see newcomer outsiders idling, do not be upset. Be proud. Our city is a beacon for the destitute of the Frostland.
Oh, yep, now we're hurting. Trust is holding steady. Cold is stable. Everything else looks good. Maybe what I can do is build... No. I was gonna say maybe I could build an industrial district here. I'd have to send some population over though. That wouldn't be the worst thing. It might be the worst thing. I'm waffling. Because we don't have enough population to build new stuff here, and those workers wouldn't have houses, and I can't build houses without materials, and I don't have materials, and I don't have enough prefabs left. Whatever, we'll see what happens. I can always back it up. Where did this come from? Okay. Oh, I only need 10 houses. That's not so bad. I think I need to do a little frost breaking, but then once I've done that, I can expand out my housing district. And hypothetically, once that's done, I can also add another extraction district here for the materials that are down here. Sorry, these are prefabs. I don't know why I keep thinking they're materials. I can add one over here for the other prefabs too, that just came up out of nowhere. Okay, they're doing really well on food, they're doing pretty well on materials, they need goods, as does every civilization I've set up so far. Oil's holding steady, coal they do not have. I'm adding subsidized housing. I'll add a guard tower if I can. I can't. The gears are turning.
Do not succumb to wasteful fashion. A well-made coat is always in style.
I am still thinking about housing. I may need to change the law and not welcome outsiders. Or are we almost out of outsiders to welcome? Nope, what's this? Nomads encampment. A group of nomads have set up a temporary camp here after finding our people at the old dreadnought. They are expecting us to hand over a supply of oil and then they will leave peacefully. If we do not want to wait for them to come and collect promised oil, we could send a stockpile from New London. Alternatively, we could force them out with guards. These nomads will scatter. Requires 5 Frostland teams, which we have plenty of, and 12 guard squads also have plenty of. Send oil from New London. The old dreadnought will be safe from raids, minus 30,000 oil stockpile. I'm going to send guards. And then I'm going to change the amount of oil that I'm sending back up. Now that they won't need it. There. I feel a little better now. They have plenty of food here. Materials good. Housing not so good. Well, housing good, yes, okay. And maybe we'll move some people over. The Evolver's demands met. The Evolvers are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Relations with Evolvers improve, trust rises. Cool. Nomads surrender. The old dreadnought. Steward, last night our guards attacked the nomads camped near the old dreadnought. Overwhelmed and outnumbered, the nomads surrendered. They approached a parley. They took great care to avoid the sight of the graves we desecrated. Then they made ready to return to their families. We will never be content with what happened here, their leader said, but we cannot fight you. May the Frostland judge you as she does. The old dreadnought is now safe. Cool. Nomads retreat. Steward, we sent our guards to attack the nomads on their turf. Our scouts have reported their victory, won through little bloodshed. The nomads fled almost immediately, certain that this would not be a fight, but a slaughter. The colony foreman is confident that the nomads will not return. Cool. I doubt it, but cool. We need to get materials here pretty quickly. We're running out. We're out, basically. And the whiteout, she comes. She's right there, in fact. What can I do about materials here? Oh, it seems like I can do plenty. I also need to think about housing here. I can build more subsidized housing blocks, but I have to build them into other types of district. And if I do that, then I limit myself to the amount of other buildings I can put in these districts. Like, what if I want hothouses? So I think I'm going to have to build another housing district. Okay, I have precluded myself from building an extraction district on all those materials that I just frost broke. Nice, good work, Cassie. But what do I need for that? Prefabs. Look, we have a heat surplus. That's pretty nice. I don't think anything is coming of my making goods here, so I'm going to switch back to prefabs.
Steward.
Youth patrols. Patrol watchtowers and dutiful youth. Steward, we are pleased to report that our guards' patrol's response time has improved thanks to the watchful eye of young volunteers. These young citizens are so much help, said an appreciative guard. They monitor our neighborhoods, keeping tabs on troublesome individuals and reporting the misdemeanors they spot. They give me hope for the future. Dutiful youth is more effective at decreasing crime as long as you have active patrol watchtowers. I see.
The Faith Keepers are accepting the donation of tithes to benefit children raised in sin.
Yikes. Okay, there goes our heat surplus, but we're still breaking even, which is great. Food scarce. Food is scarce. So I want to do something about that. Not people. Send resources. This is just until I can get situated here with more food. can't... There we go. Couldn't see. Thanks to this Faithkeeper's flag. Is there anything else? The whiteout looms, but is there anything else I can do beforehand? Not really. I was just thinking about setting up more outposts, or... Well, that's pretty much it. Setting up more outposts. Okay, I should be able to make do if I can set up one... There we go, subsidized housing. That should cover the rest of the people who still need homes. Should be finished just before the whiteout starts. Tension is minimal, that's great. I'm a little worried about food though. In fact, I'm kind of a lot worried about food. I have one extra house. How nice. Okay, I'm hoping that getting that expanded is going to help with food enough. I'll still need help with materials and goods, but helping with food is going to go a long way. Go, please.
Due to lack of maintenance materials,
Well,
only the most urgent repairs will be undertaken.
That barely helped at all, just so you know. It went from minus 71 to minus 69. Food scarcity. Nice. Okay. I think we've done everything we can before the whiteout starts. We need materials. That's, I think, the biggest source of discontent. We need goods. Well, that might actually be the biggest source of discontent. Housing's good. Oil's kind of bad. Coal is good. We do have 2 machines over here that are converting coal to oil, but not enough. We're breaking even on heat. I think we have done everything we can. And how are they doing at the old dreadnought? Are they going to make it? They have plenty of food. They have plenty of materials. They have enough materials. They need goods, but housing is up. Oil's getting a little bit low. Bring it on. Finish, defeat the frost, or embrace the frost before the whiteout. Okay. I thought I got that one last time. We're gonna die? Calm down, lady. I'm taking care of ya. How's trust looking? Doing pretty well, all considered.
An extreme windburst is incoming. Shelter in place.
Oof, is that not a triggering phrase for everybody in the world? Shelter in place? Boy, howdy. Okay, it's probably going to take this extraction district a little bit longer to get up and running just because of the whiteout. Tensions are increasing by squalor, hunger, faction fervor, and abandoned lazaret. Oh, we're bringing in the population from the abandoned lazaret. I believe... Oh, no, not the population. Like materials or something. I can look. This. I think eventually they'll get over it. Okay, materials back in the positive. That's great. I don't really have the prefabs to take... Wow, suddenly very positive. I'm sending materials back and forth, right? I don't want to be doing that anymore if I can avoid it. Oh, I was sending material. Got it. I was sending materials to the old dreadnought. I thought I was sending them from the old dreadnought to New London. There was squalor somewhere else too, right? This logistics district. I know I need to get more food going, but I can't right now. That'll be something to deal with once we get through this. Is there squalor somewhere else that I'm not seeing? I don't see any on my map. I think maybe in general the fact that it is up is what is causing this tension. I know, lady, but we're almost through it. See? So he says too. A warm welcome from the Faithkeepers. Steward, the Faithkeepers have increased heat to all the birthing wards in the city during the whiteout. Long may we keep our infants' bodies warmed in the Lord's light, unmarred by the blasphemous frost, one Faithkeeper said. May they never have to resort to prosthetics. The Evolvers are outraged. That's ridiculous. If the infants become marred by the cold weather, we can simply cure them. Any limbs they lose will be replaced by better ones. The temperature in the wards is consistent with the rest of the city. This is unnecessary. Worse, it's wasteful. What should we do? Revert heat to normal. We shouldn't acclimate them to an unrealistic warmth. Cold will cause disease. Cold will cause less disease. Evolvers will approve of this decision. Relations significantly worsen with Faithkeepers, or keep the birthing wards warmer. Infants should be given every advantage in this world, including more warmth. Cold will kill less people. Faithkeepers will approve of this decision. 30 heat demand per housing district. I'm gonna revert the heat to normal, take the hit with the Faithkeepers. Even though the Evolvers, I mean, I kind of disagree with their approach to this. Like, who cares if babies have prostheses?
Please dispatch gift boxes to the steward by post to avoid unnecessary queuing.
Neutral with the New Londoners, devoted the Faithkeepers, hostile the Evolvers, and skeptical the Frostlanders. There is the end of the whiteout right there on the horizon. Oil's still breaking even, that's good. Heat is at a detriment though. Which we're not surprised to see, realistically. Tension is up, trust is down a little bit, not a whole lot. Tension and trust are going to be impacted by these deaths, probably. On the plus side, and this is terrible to say, I won't have to worry about food or housing for a bit when people die. How's the old dreadnought holding up? They are not undergoing a whiteout. Seems to me like they are doing okay. We have 563 unemployed, so we can also add an extraction district for prefabs. What do we need for this? More workforce. Okay. We do have a housing surplus, so I could move some workforce over after the whiteout. Look at the effect of the whiteout. This is pretty neat. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. The deaths also have an impact on food support or food supply. But look, tension's way up, and I get it.
The whiteout has been upgraded to Class 4. Wind speeds are expected to reach 150 knots.
I'm just shoving things in where I can. That sounded like someone had something for me. They did! Okay, great. Angry Frostlanders grow more radical. Steward, the Frostlanders have grown deeply unhappy with your rule. Community leaders now openly urge Frostlanders to join the Evolvers, arguing that as part of a radical organization they will be better able to protect their interests. If nothing is done to address the situation, many angry Frostlanders will join the Evolvers and push for the faction to take action against you. Hostile relations with the Frostlanders will cause them to radicalize and join the Evolvers. Repair relations. I will convince them radical action is not needed. You'll have 40 weeks to improve relations with Frostlanders. If you fail, 1091 will join the Evolvers. Suppress their recruitment. Yep, that's what that does say. 545 will join Evolvers immediately. Relations worsen with Evolvers. Evolvers' fervor is significantly increased. Or encourage the initiative. Oop, let's try that again. Evolvers are an effective organization. We should encourage Frostlanders to join. 1,558 will join the Evolvers immediately, and relations will marginally improve with the Evolvers. I'm going to try to repair... No. You know what? Go for it. I can also do things to help here. I can't promote them. I don't know. Who could say?
Steward.
Oh, there goes my trust. I'm tolerated. That's better than, you know, where we were this time last game. What was that one? De-radicalize. Uh-huh. The Faith Keepers are still devoted. Nope, supporting. Sorry. There, now they are devoted. I think eventually what's going to happen is that these two factions will merge and these two factions will merge. At least that's what I kind of hope happens. It's going to be easier to juggle two factions than four. I'd really love us to get through the whiteout. Looks like we're just about there. Oh no. There we go. Starvation. Steward, the latest count shows that many of our people recently died of hunger. The hollow, vacant stares of the starving haunt the streets of the city, and an undercurrent of panic tugs at their feet. People fear the horrors of years past will return under your leadership. It would be prudent to reassure them. People will keep starving to death until hunger is brought down, trust falls.
Please exercise caution, even in quarantine. One illness does not make you invulnerable to others.
Why is there an exclamation point, and how do I get rid of it? Okay, that's gonna help a lot. Whiteout's still a threat, Chapter 3. Ice turns to steam as the whiteout wanes, but it's clear that we are far from keeping New London warm forever. The whiteouts are not gone. What will we do if the horrors of the whiteout years return? Ask the Faith Keepers. If we want to withstand them without fear, we must improve the generator even more, and that will require a great deal of cores. Dozens. Oh, yikes. We only know of one site with so many cores, the metal roots of Winterholm's ruined generator. Our current generator will not be enough. We need to colonize Winterholm to get more cores to upgrade the generator further. We need to change our plans. Colonize Winterholm. Past the gorge in the Cursed Valley lies the failed city of Winterholm. Our scouts have avoided the ruins for years, yet without its cores we cannot upgrade the generator to its full potential. We must reach for Winterholm and chart the area around it. We should take the time to prepare resources and workforce. Returning to Winterholm will pose significant challenges. Okay, so Winterholm is over here. And right now we can't. The whiteout is still moving out. So I kind of want to make sure that we set... Oh, look at the number of heat stamps we have is high. That we get set up for success is what was going to be the end of that sentence. I want to frost break out to this. Sister Evelyn, 36, midwife, warming an infant at her breast. O Lord, give me the strength to save this infant child. Keep her whole, let her survive this profane cold. The evolvers think they can just piece you back together like you're some machine. Like they think you're too weak to be... They think you're weak, born too soon, not worth the investment. But the Lord made you this way. You are perfect as you are, and I will keep you alive. Yes, one Yes, sweet one, cry. It'll keep you warm. The Faith Keepers will never forget the desecration of their temple. Okay, trust is tolerated. Hunger is diminishing. Disease diminishing. Cold is minor. Oh, we need to generate some heat though. Is there something I can do at the generator that will help? It is going to get a tiny bit warmer here in a bit, and that'll help too. No, doesn't look like there's anything we can do immediately. Pressure point, winter home. Seward, the Evolvers have stripped naked and are walking in the streets wearing naught but their blood warmers to prove they no longer require the meager warmth offered by clothing. Oh, bud. We have a better plan for Winterhome. We don't need to pillage it in pursuit of some warm utopia, one shouts to the crowd. We are the warm utopia. Adapt to the frost everywhere, and everywhere will be warm. Faith Keepers are outraged by this display, worrying this may sway others to Evolver's cause. They want you to put an end to this blasphemy at once. What should we do? The Evolvers may protest if relations continue to worsen. Ban displays of nudity. This is a public disturbance wrapped in misinformation. Evolvers' fervor increase. Relations with Faith Keepers improve, or allow displays of nudity. They have a right to wear what they do or don't want. The Evolvers may gain new members. This is a tricky one. They're all gonna get frostbite, but you know, whatever, wear what you want, I guess. Be weird. Go for it. Okay, I'm almost back in the positive on food. Materials look good. Heat still doesn't look so great. What can I do about heat? We're going to research melting deep deposits and see what happens. At the very least, that'll keep us up on oil. And as soon as this food district is done and I see the impact of that, I think it's time to call it a day. It's just expanding. I didn't talk about that at all, did I? Just figured you got it. Okay, that brings us down to negative 13 food. I can accommodate for that. There are still more food districts that I can build. There's a whole bunch going on out here that I kind of want to get to soon. This guy I just frostbroke to. Accessing the deep deposit requires deep melting drill. Okay. I can definitely pop some deep melting drills down onto some of these. That as well will give us infinite materials, it looks like. So we'll take care of that once we are done with deep melting drills. And here's where we'll call it a day. I think I'm situated a little better this time than I was last time. Trust isn't in the toilet, at least. No tension. Heat's looking pretty good. Food, shelter, all looking pretty good. So I'm hoping that we can make it past this chapter without issue, or without the same issues we faced last time, at least. Let me know what you think, though. If you see any opportunities here for me to do something differently or better, let me know that too, and we'll take care of it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will
shield your apprentice from the dangerous aspects of your job. This is how they learn.
And I'll talk to you very soon.